Om Swastiastu. Hello everyone, welcome to my video. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Ni Kadek Noprianti. I'm from Ganesha University of Education, majoring English Language Education. In this video, I want to tell you about problem-based learning. I will divide this video into three parts. The first one is what is problem-based learning. The second one is why problem-based learning is important. The third one is how the implementation of problem-based learning. Okay, without further ado, let's move to the presentation. What is problem-based learning? Problem-based learning is a student-centered learning approach. This approach is use problem that given to student to determine and check what is student learning needs. The problem comes without preparation and then it can stimulate the brain of students. In this approach, students are required to investigate the problems, integrate theory and practice, apply knowledge and skill, and the last is make a solution of the problem. Next is about characteristics of problem-based learning. There are 5 characteristics of problem-based learning. The first one is student-centered. It means problem-based learning, students are more active than the traditional way. Second is creative language. Creative language is for increase and develop their skill in using language. For example, is for skills such as speaking, listening, writing, and reading. Third is about logical and creative thinking skill. This learning can help students to use English creatively because in this problem-based learning, the focus is on student and student faced with the problem and they have solved this problem. So that's why they can use English creatively to solve the problem. It also has the same meaning with the decision making and confidence. Now let's move to the next slide. This slide is about main feature of problem-based learning. There are 6 main features of problem-based learning. Student-centered, it can force the student actively to solve the problem. It can also improve student learning skills. Second is about generic competency. It can allow the student to develop their generic skills and also attitude. It can be fun for the tutor and for the student. And the process will encourage the student by engage the learning process. And the last main feature is constructivist approach. Main feature, students can active their prior knowledge and build existing conceptual. In this slide, we will explain about why problem-based learning is important. There are 5 reasons why problem-based learning is important. First one is PBL can help students to make deep understanding about a problem. Must require students to make reasonable decisions. And the third is the problem have to enter the purpose of the content. The problem used in the group, it has ensured that all of the members of the group can make one decision and make the solve of the problem. If the problem has a multi-stage, it means the problem have to open and for the topic. Problem-based learning, students are expected to able. The first one is student has critical thinking. In critical thinking, students can analyze the problem and solve the problem. The second one is students can work cooperatively in term or in the small group. Or a student has effective communication skill, both of oral and written. The last is use content knowledge and intellectual skill. Focus on problem-based learning environment. Learning is entirely to solve the problem. Problem-based learning is designed to help educators use problem effectively. Now we move on to the third part, which is the last part, that is how the implementation of problem-based learning. In this mini lesson, the subject is about giving suggestion for 12th grade. You can see the entire step in this mini lesson. The first step, teacher will be facilitator in this learning process. Second, teacher will explain about the rules. Process discussing in the classroom. Student will give their suggestion about the topic, and then all of students must be active in a group. Making report in a homework. A. Problems that are considered important. B. Formulate the problem. C. Collecting data. E. Data analysis. F. Make the conclusion. And it will be presentation in the next meeting. The report of student will be present in front of the class. Next, teacher give the topic or problems. The topic is about how to improve my English skill from external and internal factors. 4. Teacher divided students into 2 groups. Teacher will divide groups into external and internal, with asking suggestion every student. Student will discuss in every group about the topic, making report, presentation, and the last is teacher will give an assessment. Now, let's move to the video about implementation of problem-based learning in the class. Good morning, students. How are you today? Okay, glad to hear that, and I'm fine, thank you. Who is Corty here? Okay, for the Corty, can you lead your friend to pray together? Now I will check your attendance. Anyone absent today? Okay, good. The material today is about giving suggestion. I will divide you into 2 groups. The first one is external group and the second one is internal group. I will divide you based on absent list. Okay, from absent number 1 until number 10, it should be on external group and the rest is in internal group. Are you understand? Good. Each of you to tell your suggestion based on our topic. The assignment will be collated on my WhatsApp for the next meeting. Are you clear with my instruction? Okay, that's all about our meeting today. See you next week. Bye-bye. Okay, that's all about my video. Okay, that's all my explanation about problem-based learning. Thank you for watching and see you on my next video. Bye-bye. Om Santi 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 Om.